Yes, I am.
You're at the end of the video.
Yeah. Pay attention in class. There will be a test on the bus.
I'll try to make these short videos and then I can share with you guys if you want.
Yeah, sure.
They asked me to do that.
See a red, where's your blue?
Do you see those?
I'm gonna see the colors. Good. Pens. Andrew. Pens. I see pens. Black?
I'm colorblind.
Bluish black. Okay. Yeah, colorblind. Good. Good. Alright, good. Okay, here's a sneaky one. Calculator, show me. Come on. Chalk. Get the calculator, Andrew, calculator. Come on. Good. Silver edition. What is it called? Is it recharge? Are you on full battery? Good. Alright, good. Next, show me compass, protractor. Tangent.
You have to tell us.
I do have to tell you, okay. Real quick, we got a couple pieces here. Who remembers a conjecture about two tangents that meet outside?
They're equidistant.
A little bit more specific.
Equal length.
This is from a point.
Equal length.
From the
Yeah, they are going to have that equal. So we're going to keep that in mind. But I got to give you something else. I'm gonna
You gotta give us the center, man.
So, from practicing throwing things at your teacher, what do you know about the angle?
They are quite 90 degrees.
You got your 90. Okay. So we got that.
And then we throw tennis balls.
Now I'm going to ask you.
The unique about Midland is the leadership opportunities. Like I said, I'm head prefect, which means I have to kind of oversee all the different students' classes and activities, and it really gives you a chance to take responsibility and take control and see how, what it takes to organize and to oversee things. And I'm definitely still learning a lot about that, but that's a really unique opportunity to be able to have that much responsibility.
For me, it's like I came from China. I was in so the middle school and the high school in China, they're like really academically intense. So before coming here, I was having like 12 hours of school every day, and I never do sports and then things like that. But when I came here, first I lived in the city and I've seen lemon trees and never see.
1932, founded to be midway between San Francisco and Los Angeles. Paul Swibb, our founder, went to Kent School on the East Coast, has basically taken Kent's jobs program and brought it here to Midland. Went to Harvard, started working in boarding schools, and felt there was something missing. College prep, everyone's doing that. But it's the personal and community responsibility that was going to prepare, at that time, young men for the world that they were entering into. And so what we do here, size, responsibilities, it's all intentional. We are ninth graders, and Derek and Ben. Hi guys.
Yeah.
Are you going to send them to me?
What?
Are you
The
going to share
videos?
it?
Yes, yes. I am.
Traditional competitive sports. As you can see, I've said basically 2 sports in every season. 85 students. We want to be competitive. Our girls basketball team just made it to this CIF playoffs, which is very exciting.
Really?
Yes.
This is so cool.
So you compete against other high schools?
Dunn School, Ojai Valley School, Besant Hills. Let's get everybody in and we'll talk about that.
What's for?
Heating.
Heating. No, there's no heating.
Well, there could be. So here at Midland, what you probably noticed when you were in classes, there was a wood stove in each of the classrooms. We heat the entire campus by wood stoves. The reason we do that, 3,000 acres, lots of fallen wood on the property. So we use wood as a teaching tool. Yep, a natural resource that we have. In these rooms, you will see what is a stove area.
Yeah.
Should Ashley and Claire want to have a stove, they could. And it would sit right here, and that's why this metal piece is around. They would have to keep a perimeter. Most students choose not to, and they end up having a electric blanket. We have such mild. So at 3 o'clock, the student assigned for this day fill this hot water tank with wood, light it on fire, and over the next 2 hours come back every 20 minutes. Their prefect will come and put their hand on here, and we'll keep it on this for no more than 5 seconds, and then we know there's enough hot water. And over the next hour and a half before dinner time, everyone will take their shower. By Great Northwestern, Worcester, Polytech, a range of schools. 100% of our students are accepted to four-year colleges and universities. That is the expectation for each student. As you can see, it's a range of schools, highly selective to selective. Full-time college counselors works with the students beginning in their 11th grade year for a class, and then sees them all of our students log in. We use Google Apps for education, and so our students are used to having papers submitted that way, reviewed by their teachers. They can log in and have all their tools there. Our seniors are able to have laptops. We give them all laptops to go through the college process, and they have internet access, as well as to do their senior thesis. Here at Midland, every student has a required spring semester 10 to 15 page academic research paper, topic of their own interest, coupled with a week-long internship, and then a 20-minute presentation to our their home. They are allowed to be in any of these spaces until bedtime. So if they want to gather in here, do more work in the art building. Ninth graders are working right now on in foundations.
So right now, we're working on this project. As you can see, Ashley asked us to pose it with a foreground, middle ground, and background. So most of us would like put our hands in front of our face and or like do some positions, sit on a chair. But we had to grid the photo and match it up to a bigger piece of paper. Pretty much you copy what happens with the grid onto this grid. So it was all about perspective and pretty much having like, how do you say it? Find things from nature, like you couldn't use any trash, you couldn't use any man-made objects, they had to be pretty much from nature, and you had to capture as much detail and realism as possible. Like some of these bugs, if you turn them over, there'll be even like the details of the bottom of the bug, which is really cool, like that. We were only allowed to use hot glue, nothing else. You could use hot glue to put everything together. You could use Dremels, handheld saws, X-Acto knives, sand.
Lottery wheels are all play all over the place. No, it's a stool. You sit while you spin. Oh yeah. You spin the clay. Yeah. So you spin the clay. They call it throwing clay. That's what art call it, right?
Cattle stool.
Supposed to be a shade cover for the garden. It is instead turned into our faculty children's jungle gym set.
That's what I thought it was when we walked up.
Exactly. Excellent. We have an amphitheater out over here. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in everyone's photo. And then we do have a spring drama production. We also offer chorus as an elective as well. Okay.
More bike racks?
More bike racks, yes. All student made. Why don't we head back down? I'll show you the metal shop, and I think we might have enough time to walk down to the garden, so everyone can see that as well before we have our wrap up. Miles is truly gifted here in metals. And he is doing an independent study, as having taken the class several times. And Miles, can you talk a little bit about the overview of the metals class? Maybe we can highlight some of these projects and what you're working on right now too.
Basic metals is sort of like a secondary art class. All the freshmen come and they take foundations class, which is over in the art room. That sort of just covers basic art and some sculpture projects. And then your second year you can take metals, and first year you focus on a lot of jewelry making, creative. But then, like a lot of students who are very interested in like the physics classes, they come in. They're also taking these classes, and they almost turn into a sort of engineering class. So wherever you want to take it, arts or engineering, this is basically just a great place.
Safety.
Yeah,
Safety first, thank you.
Thanks. This is like an electric welder, so that's with gas. This is with electricity. It just makes an arc. So. That's my job.
Katie, can you guys wave, say hi? Hi.
Hello.
What are you guys working on?
Cleaning carrots.
Cleaning carrots for lunch today or for dinner?
For both.
For both. Awesome. Great. And so Jack is in the 11th grade and Annalise is in 10th. Yep. And so they're doing this for credit right now because they love the farm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to show you right now because we are an organic farm.
Sorry.
It's okay. Take as many as you want.
Yes.
My waiters meet in Stillman right after assembly. Wash your hands first and meet by the toaster for brief instructions.
Margaret?
Yes, Paul, Nayeli, Ruth, Jazzy, Fonri, Jinya, Christina, Ashley, Maggie, and Adrian. Can you please come here after assembly? And this is last call for anyone interested in going to the Norman Doidge lecture this evening. So I need to see all the people that signed up here after assembly. Thank you.
Guys, basketball, don't forget we have first practice today.
I want to have Midland give a warm welcome to all of our 20 consultants from Educatius that are visiting here today. I want to thank everybody for being such gracious hosts, and please make them feel welcome.
Seniors in my e-block, English 12, please check your email before dinner. I'd like